Vinnie, Vinnie, Bo, Vinnie, me, my, mo, Vinnie, Vinnie. Oh, Vinnie, where have you been? See, I've been here all week long. Yeah, waiting for you, Mr. Brash. Where the hell have you been? I mean, where's all this confidence and brashness from the sly one? See, maybe Brash got a rash and is now afraid to be smashed. I mean, this is the big time. This is Levolution. And I know that my reputation precedes me thus far. Everything I have claimed since my arrival here in New Rising has come to fruition. So far, I mean, I've silenced the assassin. I tagged with some weirdo named Kawaii Beard that I didn't even need and defeated CJ Payne and Jack Hawthorne on Warzone. See, I have smoked the stoner, and although I couldn't put VIP away, Mr. Money Murphy, well, he learned that he couldn't finish me off either. After the time limit was reached, the officials called a draw. You see, this Vinnie Brash, this here is once again a time that maybe you should put your ego aside. And listen, I am once again in a situation where I'm ultimately proving myself. In my first match on the big show, let me make this perfectly clear for you. I will win! No draws will be found, and being as slick as a lubed-up prostitute is not going to be enough. I'm rather ashamed of some of the guys that I came with. I mean, some of them didn't even show. We called ourselves the Elite Six. But truth of the matter is I never needed any of them. They all were riding on the coattails of the king. The one and only. And fear is what I go by, and it's for good reason. You see, let us use Mr. Stoner as an example, shall we? My first match in New Rising. Well, he claimed he had no fear, tornadoes can't stop me, and yada 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 yada. Where has he been since that moment that he caught a beatdown that he couldn't match up to me, I mean, I may be mistaken, but he's hiding somewhere, afraid that our paths may cross again. And he'll have to face the man who doesn't feel anything. No pain, no emotions, no cares. You see, my only desire is to inflict damage inside of my kingdom that I rule with an iron fist. A place that no man will ever, I mean ever, be the same after the match is had. I mean, let's have my first history lesson here on Levolution. I mean, I think everyone enjoyed it so much against money that, well, I think that I have just the right one. See, when I was little, I was an orphan, hopping around from foster home to foster home, and then group home to detention centers. But let's not get too far ahead of ourselves just yet. You see, when I was 9 years old, they put me in this foster home, where the other two boys were 13 and 14. And well, every chance they got, they would kick my ass all over the yard, the house, or even sometimes school. No matter who I told, or no matter who I cried to, not one single person would help me. And then one night, right before bed, Mr. Green, the foster dad, well, he told me if I would ever retaliate and truly scare and damage one of them, that since they're being bitch-ass bullies, they would stop. So I stewed on that for just about a week before I made my move. You see, good old Mikey and I, we shared a room. So I waited till he went to sleep. I was very quiet and very gentle. I tied his arms and legs to the bed. And then I went downstairs to the garage and I grabbed something that I had found. And to this day, I keep close by my side at all times. And while everyone was still asleep, I snuck back upstairs and I went back to my room and I laid in bed waiting for big bad Mikey to wake up. Eventually he did. And just as he was about to scream, I gagged his mouth with a sock that was on the floor. With tear in his eyes. He clearly knew he was in deep, deep trouble. Then I brought out my best friend. And I beat him till I couldn't swing no more. He was passed out from the pain as I looked at him in glee. I untied him as he came back to, and he cried to me to leave him alone. This time he cried for help. And when the green pants came in, they screamed at me! They called the police. And I ended up getting put away for 2 years. But let me make something clear now, Mr. Brash. I'm not so little anymore. Now I can inflict any damage I want, and I get paid for it. Well, Mr. Freeman told me that the more gruesome, the bigger the payday. So, I'm going to torture you. I'm going to make the pain so hard, you will never be quite the same ever again. And after you've tapped out, tap, to my own creation, the test of will, it still won't be over. You see, then I'm going to pick you up. And right before you pass out, I'm going to hit the kneel at the throne on a chair, knocking you completely out. How's that? Was that good enough? You're not my dad. Shut up! And as for you, I'm warning you, Kelly Hackenschmidt. You called my name as I rise this ladder to the very top. Will, hey, you never should have called the king, because what answers when you call the king goes by the name fear. You see, I get to hurt someone. I can't wait. Let's go. Is it time yet? I gotta hurt somebody.